so many people who are Christians and study the Bible don't necessarily study it in a way to see that it applies to their life. And so I'm not a preacher, I'm not a theologian, right? Yeah, but I see 4 particular verses that support me in the work that I do. And so I articulate those verses and I use them as a framework, if you like, for the work that I do. And so I just wanted to mention, when we talk about leadership and we're talking about studying and learning from these people and learning from other books and that they write and podcasts, etc., let's not forget how applicable the Bible is to what it is that we're doing as well, right? And so I have these 4 verses that are the foundation for me. And the first one is Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, people perish. And so we said there must be more. When we get to that comfort zone, we think that there must be more, and that's exactly it. It's because there is no vision. So we need to get a concept, and I'm not talking about necessarily a big world-changing vision, although it may well be if that's what God's calling you to. But it can be simply about asking yourself, what is it I want from these different areas of life, as I said to you earlier, whether it's family, whether it's church, whether it's community, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's as an employee or an owner of the business, right? Just where there is no vision, people perish. So we've got to get a vision for what it is that we want to do next, right? And then Habakkuk 2:2 is the next one. Write down the vision, make it plain, so that he who sees it can run. You know, if we say where there is no vision, people perish, that's what the word tells us. The word doesn't tell us what it is if there is a vision. But God gave us the capacity to be creative thinkers, right? So we could say, look, if there is a vision, would it not be true then that people would thrive? And is that not what we want, right? So if we write down the vision and we make it plain, what is making it plain? It's creating your action plan, and it's taking action on the action plan, right? There's that quote that says, a goal without action and without a plan is just a dream, right? So making it plain is kind of creating your action plan, understanding what might get in the way, what opportunities are out there, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, etc. That's what you're doing when you're making it plain, and then you can run. Then you can run towards it. What is running? Running is thriving, right? So when we've got the vision, we write it down, we make it plain, and we can thrive. But there's a little bit of a catch as well. And a couple of speakers this morning have been talking to this around whether it's called mindsets, whether it's called conditioning, whether it's called mind muscle. So there's 2 other verses that I use. One is Proverbs 18:21, and that is life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? Oftentimes when we as believers use that, we're using that in the context of warning people about the death side of the power of the tongue. Let's not gossip. Let's not keep using these words out, times hard, things bad, that type of thing, right?
Oh, you can talk Creole. Oh, wow. You can talk Creole, guys.
And let's talk about things that bring life. And our vision is about bringing life, right? So voice the vision. Voice the vision. That's just so important. And what I help people to understand when we're doing this vision, purpose, mission, values, is that's your transformational vocabulary. That's voicing the transformation that you want to take place, right? 4th verse is Romans 12:2, which is be transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? So we're talking about conditioning, mindsets. Our conditioning can sometimes serve us. Some of us, let's say, have a brave conditioning or a bold conditioning, so it'll serve us to go out there. But sometimes our conditioning, such as fear, gets in the way, right? Or such as insecurities or feeling like not good enough, right? They get in the way. And so we just need to do the work to transform the mind. Use the transformational vocabulary to transform the